Gotta keep the shockwave hammer, but go to a laser dome. No, not here. Guild assignment, good. I play RimWorld when Dwarf Fortress exists. I do prefer it. We're not here every stream, Mona. Go to the VOD page on YouTube and just type in RimWorlds. It pops up. Very sad little stunted colonies. Every single one. I mean, I'll play it. Never liked RimWorld, it's too ugly? Less ugly than Dwarf Fortress, or more ugly than Dwarf Fortress? We're just quietly lurking. Good little drone. Doing fine work. God's work. Ba-ba. It's not my favorite graphic style. I call it the Prison Architect style. Because that's the game that I think I first saw with that particular version of, little sprites running about. Like the orgy thing. I didn't know you didn't like orgies. I didn't think that was possible. Without being able to reflect, the early stages will take a little extra damage, I think. Well, I figured, Mona, but the joke, of course, is that means you don't like orgies. That's all. They literally just ripped the graphics. Well, I imagine they didn't, like, outright steal the sprites or anything. Ooh, little ink dollops. Pitch black water. It's that one black Mountain Dew flavor. You said your favorite orgy would be you alone in the room with the catering table. Hey, that's still me enjoying an orgy, though. I'm there for the social element. Come on, break. No, it's way too strong. Gotta go. Hurry, 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 hurry. Use my one water on getting that going, make me drill better. Man, your starter drone is just like, oh, fine, I guess I'll go pick something up. Ah, it might just be one of those situations where two folks kind of came to the same conclusion at the same time, but just with the graphics of the game. I wonder if they use the same engine. And that's just like a particularly easy way to use that particular engine. Come on, deliver it. Every pixel game you feel like uses the same engine? Hey, Noida's made of pixels. And Noida definitely has its own engine. How's the adventure mode in Dwarf Fortress doing these days, Taco? I know I see updates for it every once in a while. I assume you've been keeping up, playing it? Diggy, diggy, diggy. Oh yeah, definitely want to upgrade my drone soon. When it comes to RimWorld, I feel like I've only watched Ambiguous Amphibian play through it. You haven't been playing because you're waiting for more? That's where I'm at. An orgy, except people just play board games. Paint minis and watch a movie. I mean, that does sound like my actual ideal orgy right there. Ambiguous Amphibian. I watch Ambiguous Amphibian for a bunch of stuff. But in particular, I enjoy his, Project Zomboid content and his Kenshi stuff. He does fun things. In particular, I just like whenever he sits down, he's like, I'm gonna play this weird version of the fucking Sims that I like. It's like, ah. I never played the fucking DS version of the Sims. Ba-da-ba. Underground station or lift? I mean, I do love the lifts. Just huck my garbage in the middle. Wait, I have my things! Never mind. I made a dumb mistake. I was a fool! Whatever, they can work together. Plus, it helps me go up faster. Speaking of going up faster. Oh no. Ordering food? Weird but sure. Yeah, we got a lot of resources down here. This will help my drones in the early stage, and then later on... Alright, that's kind of hard ground, so let's go left. Mr. Streamer's a smaller channel? Oh, good. It's nice to support smaller channels. Sounds like an appropriate and good time, yeah. Now here we go. Here's a tree location. You would just buy a house? That's the dream, man. That's the dream. That's good, Taco. I'm glad you waited that long. That's a long anticipation. Rotating faster would be quite nice. Improving my drones is also quite nice. Oh, it's getting a little grim. Alright, we're good. Less grim now, less grim. I hate flying enemies. They're real jerks. Up, up, up. How far along are you on your Titan builds? I'm hoping that tree bears wondrous fruit. Ooh, more cobalts? That's nice. Man, very happy to see more cobalts. Bum, bum, bum. Gotten the feet all printed, parts of the torso, core all painted. Oh, printed. How much more is there left to print? The arms? Complicated support structures. No, 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 no. Oh my god, that health disappeared so fast. Whew. Loads of detail pieces. Using wood putty to smooth out certain stuff. I gotta get some clay soon. I already talked about my various woes with finding out that this all-natural clay I picked up still has something in it that inhibits silicon cures. And whatever it is, was at least residually enough on the model piece that the next mold got fucked up too. So I need to go out and get clay I could use. Just so I can make a little recession bed on there for a pour. Another month or two before it's done printing? Damn, that's a slow-ass printer. Well, really, it's just 3D printing is slow. But cool. It's super cool. Alright, I'm coming, I'm coming. Yeah, like all 3D printers are slow, and it is a large print. I don't have time. It would slow me down even a little bit, and I wouldn't get here in time. Okay, alright. Better drill. Had some failed prints. So what's a failed print entail when it comes to a 3D printer? Like an error and it just makes like a mangled mess? Loopy bits of thread. Well, this is highly convenient. Keep that dome safe. Wear a helmet. If the first layer doesn't adhere to the bed properly, the entire model could just come off in the middle of printing. Oof. Well, got some bedrock there. I feel like I passed a cobalt that I didn't dig up before, right? Yeah, right up there. How's that tree coming along? It's growing. Man, I gotta go already? If the nozzle knocks off a piece of support while it's traveling, get a bunch of spaghetti. I need water for those upgrades. God damn. It hurts so much. Print more scans of ancient artifacts? That sounds like an awesome way to use a 3D printer. Ah, soft rock, my favorite. This is the good stuff right here. If I had a 3D printer, I feel like I would definitely do... I'd definitely do, like, anime figurines and stupid, like, Gundam kits. Solitos, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. You playing Dome Keeper? Just buy a 3D printer? Maybe after we're through the summer and back into the making money months. Ah. A micro center? I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure the fabrication center on campus, I could probably just walk in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna use the 3D print. See if that really trashy kitchen... The used Craigslist kitchen oven I put in the fabrication center when I was doing latex runs is still there or not. They have to have gotten rid of it by now. Doo doo doo. Dig through here. Bip, bop, boop. I think I'm good for the most part on this side. I can go back to either the center or the right-hand side. A Bambo Labs. That's just a song. I know that one. It's like Black Betty, right? Bambo Lamb? Oh, hell. Why are the waves so short? I feel like I gotta turn around already. Alright, I'm coming. Might need to speed myself up. Although now I have water, it'd be nice to speed up, the shaft, that way I can go up fast. No, hold on! Don't shoot me! But step one should probably be shockwave. More damage. Yeah, that's very helpful. Whoa, Black Betty, bam a lamb. Damage blam. What's going on, Otter? Candied yams. That's one of my favorite Thanksgiving foods. My elite team coming in to move resources. Such fine, helpful workers they are. Just make sure there's nothing in there. Live and drink, my friend. Piece of candy. These dust cubes are a bit complicated. We might have to open another additional snack. Oh, and some gacha time? Alright. Next bathroom break will be a gacha BRB. Here we go. Now we're rolling in the stuff. Ah, but I gotta go. I just need a little bit more water. I would love to make it so this makes me move faster. I just need, I think, 1 for that. Ah, but it might be further down the tech tree. Maybe more than 1. All the same. Enhancing the hammers is a good idea. That's working out good. Where was I working? Right here. A rich vein it was. I stand by my convictions. The flying enemies are the worst. I think there's like a mango thing in this India box. Maybe we'll look for one of those. That sounds like candy. Alright, you're gonna keep going that way. Let's go this way. Hammerman! My only disappointment with the Orville show so far is one of my favorite parts of Next Generation is the fact that there's like 1 billion episodes. I do kind of miss the age of like, oh yeah, that season of Star Trek The Next Generation, every episode's 45 minutes long and there's like 40 episodes in the season. This is modern TV, so there's like 12 episodes, 10 episodes. Cries and Firefly. What's going on, Nara? An upgrade. I want it, but also I want to get out of here. You're tired of 6 to 12 episode seasons? Like, I'm okay with there being some of them, but that's all of them. Like, we don't do long seasons anymore. It's weird. Like, I think The Next Generation still holds up really well in terms of, like, visuals. Did it have, like, an outrageous budget or something? How did they make so many episodes? Sweet spot, 24. 90s and TV made more money. Streaming's killed TV. I mean, we still get, like, super high budget shows. They're just, you know, limited episodes. 115, nice, Nar. I need water. Dissolving projectiles would be handy. Discovery and Warner Brothers are talking about splitting up again. Yeah, it's weird to me, like, how much streaming stuff still sticks to standards that don't need to be adhered to anymore. Like, episode length was largely determined by, you know, availability of slots on a particular network, how much time is budgeted for advertising, all that kind of fun stuff, but, like, we still end up with shows that are roughly 24 minutes long for a half-an-hour segment. It's like, why don't you just... You could be any length. Some shows do, but, like, a lot of shows still are... They're sticking to format standards. Well, at this point, like, we don't even need Nielsen box records anymore. We could just get it direct. Oh, water! Hell yeah. It's only 2 pieces, but I'll take it. I don't know. Sure, we're gonna see a few more strikes in the near future with all this AI fun. Ironworms. You know what? Sure, ironworms. The Next Generation had a budget of $1.3 per episode. Seems a little low. You know, that is true. $1.3 million per episode. That's kind of surprising. Because again, like, there were a lot of episodes per season. Yeah. That's a decently budgeted show. Equivalent to 3.6 million now. That's probably why we got these super short seasons these days. What's this? Would you like an iron? Oh, it's the butthole that takes it up to the base for you. That's right. Weird place for it. That's true. Syndication was a bigger deal at that point. And the television space has certainly changed dramatically. Yeah, it's like a weird little teleporter. Yeah, DVD sales used to matter a lot more. I'd be curious to see if we have a resurgence in that a little bit. Like, there's a bit of a pushback now that, like, physical media is getting scarcer. But people are also getting more frustrated. It's a lot more common to be like, I want to watch a show. Which service has it? I don't know anymore. A lot more talk about people buying physical media these days. It's weird, right? Like, companies will be very aggressive when it comes to buying smaller companies, buying IPs, and then they just sit on it and do nothing with it. Or worse, like, you used to be a respected a respected company, made a lot of good stuff, and then, like, your business model changed, your head of the company changed, and you just sit on a bunch of really cool stuff and do nothing with it. Like, aggressively do nothing with it. Almost as if it's out of spite. Boost me. Yeah, like, digital stuff can just up and disappear. Konami. Konami needs to fucking sell all of their delightful IPs to companies that actually want to make games with them. Just give Kojima Studios Metal Gear Solid, I beg you. You bastards. I feel like Contra could have a good home somewhere. Exactly, like, all they care about is their their gachapons. I guess specifically what they care about is their slot machines and their pachinko machines. Oh, this rock is hard. It's an upgrade, though. I'll have to come back from that when I have a slightly better drill. That's too slow for me. My digging patterns? I mean, Grand Theft Auto, at the very least. It's like, we know it's going to happen. It's just frustrating because they've been... Oh, you're right. We now have the site upgrade. Good point. They've been just harvesting money out of Grand Theft Auto 5 for, like, years and years. Skyrim, of course, is on every single device known to man. Started going up, I didn't need to. Now I need to. Wait for me at the bottom. $14 for a better drill? Oh, you're almost there. You've been enjoying Fallout London? Come on, die. It's better than the Bethesda games. Come on, just give me a little iron. 1, 2. This one. Water. Oh, wait. Super British. Come on. Oh, the little worms pop out. They look like teeny tiny little drillbirds. Look at that guy dancing. You can't see him. I'm covering him perfectly. Don't worry, you'll see him. He's dancing down there. This is so slow. Come on. I already started working on this piece. Good lord. Spent that. There he is. You see him? He was dancing there for a second. I probably should have just taken the teleporter instead of the lift, but it is a nice speed boost. Oh. But the deadly wave would be so helpful for staying alive. Tea-based grenades. Good. Can't think of a single game where a AAA budget was necessary for a game to spark joy. Maybe for something like back in the day. I think Final Fantasy VII, just because it was new technology at the time. But that game was definitely a big part of my coming up. And its budget probably helped it out. Oh my god, I gotta upgrade my goddamn drill again. But even older ones, like Final Fantasy VI, that probably at the time was a AAA budget, right? Were you replaying it recently? Want that water. Have to cut out a lot of its bloat? What kind of bloat are you talking about? There's no bloat in there. You're talking about cutting out all the mini games. That's the best part. Here we go. Finally. Place I could plant a tree. Besides a meandering middle section, I don't have too many qualms with Final Fantasy VII. I still need 1 iron. Oh, the remake, it's its own game. We're not talking about the remake. I wonder, do my little drones harvest the tree I planted automatically? All I got was 1 water out of this so far? Come on now. Well, yeah, but we're not talking about the new Final Fantasy VII. We're talking about the original. The original game. So I still complain about the open world segment of the new Final Fantasy VII. Three cycles for 1 cobalt. Oh, inefficient. $45 million was the original budget. Yeah, like I said, we were talking about AAA games that needed the budgets. Like, I don't say it doesn't have its problems, but I feel like at the time, like, this was the company's first Final Fantasy in this glorious 3rd dimension. The budget was probably necessary for it to get where it was at the time. If we're in the modern day, obviously you could do a better job. Oh. Secret of Mana reboot? Oh, right, there's a demo for that I keep forgetting about. I gotta make my drill better. Must make better drill. It's not a reboot, it's a sequel! Ooh. Alright. Hammer Dulcimer is maxed out. But none of it's necessary for fun. Aren't they all reboots? Yeah, like a reboot needs to be recreating a different, like, a same thing to go with it. GoldenEye released that same year, only $2 million. Final Fantasy VII was like a big undertaking. A lot of its design ended up kind of being scrapped, restarted. A big chunk of it ended up turning into Parasite Eve. You know what? That's why it needed the budget, so Parasite Eve could happen. Without that budget, Parasite Eve wouldn't have spun off of it. Therefore, it did spark joy. It was necessary for fun. I gotcha. I got you right where I want you now. I have so many worms I'm just collecting down here. Nowhere to plant them. No, your argument was the budget needs, like, necessary for fun. It was necessary for them to have a large budget so they could experiment and end up making me Parasite Eve. More water for me. And me alone? Hey, other people like Parasite Eve. I'm not necessarily talking about Parasite Eve 2 or Parasite Eve 3. But Parasite Eve 1? That's a good game. I gotta get my worms. I got 2 of them ready. You think people like Parasite Eve? Name every person who did. Me. You're going over here, buddy. Me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I chose Final Fantasy VII. Like, everything about that game sparked joy in me when I was a kid. And I feel like if it didn't have that budget, I wouldn't have had that experience. Like, they could have released a Final Fantasy VII that was like Final Fantasy VI and 5 and 4, and I would have enjoyed it. But it wouldn't have had quite the impact that 7 did. I mean, feel free to all join in over there. How much of that impact is due to you being a stupid kid at the time? Having replayed the original game not too long ago, I still have fond feelings about it. Like, I don't necessarily agree that it aged that poorly. Obviously it aged. It is still an older video game. But I still like it. I didn't like any of them. And that's perfectly fair. I know lots of people that don't like any Final Fantasy games. Or RPGs in general. Strong laser. How much that was Bruce Campbell. That man needs to command a larger budget. They should be paying him a hero's ransom. You don't like the gameplay, but you generally enjoy the stories? I am blessed to enjoy both elements. Hey. Oh, come on. I wonder what we got here. More importantly, I'm pretty sure that's the artifacts. Let's get out of this nightmare level. Flying only enemies? Terrible. Very narrow point of view. Teleporter? Mushroom farm. I've never done the mushroom farm. How did it even cost 40 million? Oh, I do know, like, Parasite Eve literally was like the bones of the first attempt on it. So, like, I imagine some of the budget was kind of wasted on stuff that didn't happen. Almost certainly a learning curve, but being on the PlayStation than their first one. A fraction of the people work on the most generic big budget now. Yep. I might take this just so we could see it. Like, I don't necessarily need a teleporter. And I'll plant this mushroom here. FMV research. How am I already out of time? Jeepers. You have to turn around in a second. God, I saw it turn to the right there. Alright, well. Off we go! Yeah, a lot of these, guild challenges, they're a lot larger maps than I'm, like, anticipating when I get here. Way bigger. Delete projectiles! Just wait one more second. There we go. Oh, thank God. Takes a while to go up here. That's like an $80 million game today. Down, down, down we go. Follow the wire. There it is. Yes! Freedom's almost here. I'm almost out of here. I get to go home and see my wife. My kids. Been keeping this dome for so long. Like, overall, I think I largely agree that most massive budgets for some games are not actually necessary to make a fun game. The exceptions, I think, are going to be early console games, where it's like, we have this whole new thing we need to learn how to make, and we're going to experiment and get a little wacky with it. I feel like those are the ones I would lean toward. Like, yeah, the budget was probably important there. You have to complete the mine? Your brain won't let you just leave? Run! Like, Breath of the Wild might be another one, I would say. Like, the budget probably went into learning how to make those consoles do borderline impossible things. Moo. Not really as big a deal anymore. I agree. But the older stuff. It's true. I think some of the newer Nintendo stuff has definitely used the budgets well. And they're definitely cheaper than other budgets out there. The Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn! We should play every game in the Sega Saturn catalog. I have a lot of weird garbage that I would like to experiment with on stream at some point. I've mentioned, but like I did find and downloads all of those weird, like, dial-up modem-based Super Nintendo games. It is wild that, like, when it comes to VR, the indie scene is where it's at. Wish America got that weird VMU for Final Fantasy VII. Do 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 do. What I want is just have, like, a AAA publisher walk up to a good little, like, indie company that makes stellar VR stuff. Like, go to the folks that made Pistol Whip and just be like, here's $1 billion. And just let them make whatever they want. No! They won't get their money back, but I want to have unlimited potential from those people. Got a little crowded out here. No, 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 no. It's extremely limited releases. That's fair. Alright, how about instead of a publisher, a mysterious benefactor just gives them $1 billion with no strings attached, alright? Like, I just want them to have the money. No strings. Hey, I said no strings, Gopper. Remember that other $1 billion game? Destiny, they called it. Bungie just laid off 17% of their workforce? Good lord. You could play the first Spider-Man game, really. I assume if the one on PlayStation 4 worked, the ones that followed, they're all using the same engine. You're probably fine. Time-lapse. Bow, bow, bow. Do, 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 do. I suppose at this point in our history, the version of that is just crowdfunding. That way people that are like, that's something I'm interested in, can just put money toward a thing they're interested in. Genshin Impact's the most expensive game ever made. They've been making it for 4 years. Even that has strings you don't like talking about. We don't talk about those on stream. You get your sex. Oh, I missed 2 upgrades were still in there, but like, that was a big map. I'm free now.